With regard to Officer Doty and his family, I don't think words can summarize the sorrow and regret that I feel for my actions, for what I've caused him and his family. His parents, I understand their emotion. I would not blame them one bit if the tables were turned. I bear the full weight of that burden. I committed this terrible offense. I changed so many lives. I did not think about the consequences of my actions that night. And I bear the full weight of that burden on myself. I brought it on myself. I can take the consequences of my actions. When I joined the service, I took an oath to defend this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I never thought I would be the enemy. The things I've seen and done for my country have changed me. It was said in the trial, my dad was an Akron police officer for 29 years. I would never, in any way, shape, or form, ever, blatantly or with malice or intent, try to harm a police officer, because that could have been my father. I admit I have a problem. When I came home, life was not easy. I resorted to drinking to try and forget the awful things that I've seen and the things I've done. Not a day goes by I do not think about them. And not a day goes by I won't think about this. This will be one more demon in my closet that I have to live with for the rest of my life. As I said, words cannot come close to expressing how I feel for the sorrow and the pain that I have caused everybody. Not only Mr. Doty and his wife and children, his parents, his brother, his sister, all his fellow officers. Everybody that knows him is impacted by this tragic event. An event that was the result of a series of things that were set in motion before I ever came along, and I got caught up in the middle of because I made some wrong decisions. And with regard to my own family, this has been trying and hard on them too, having to deal with this and deal with the pain I've caused them and the families and the things that my mother has to endure about people saying about me, her trying to defend me. I don't wish that of any mother. My wife, since I've been incarcerated, our 4-year wedding anniversary was September 1st. I got a phone call to be able to talk to her, to wish her happy anniversary. She didn't have the money to even send me a card because she's on disability too. My family, I don't know what's going to happen to them now. The only thing I can hope for and pray for is the help I need so that when I do return to them, I can provide for my family and give them the best life possible for the rest of our lives. And I'm not going to stand here and insult the court's intelligence and say I will never drink and drive again, which I won't. But I don't want it to sound like a half-hearted promise that you hear so many times from so many people that have stood right here. I can tell you that with help and the support of my family, I will never set foot in a courtroom again to have somebody judge me for a mistake or an action that I could have prevented that I knew better on. I know the officer has said he's forgiven me, but I won't forgive myself. There's no excuse or words or anything that can just make it all better and go away. It's going to be there forever. He will have to deal with it every day for the rest of his life. There's no reason why I should be able to walk out of here and forget about it, because I won't. I will still think of this day every day for the rest of my life, no matter what happens, whether I go to prison, whether I go to treatment, whether I go here, when I get out, I will still think of this day for the rest of my life. And I just want to say I apologize to him and his family profusely, and that's all I have to say to the court, Your Honor.